for the ground. I'm my 2020, whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that it's here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundry mat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. On my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not person making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. 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 For real, for real, really real, really real, really real, really real, for real, for real, for real, for real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just where I live, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. Plain on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real.
Good morning all. Hope we're all well. Happy Monday to everyone. Let me make sure I'm all systems go here. We do look good. Happy Monday, guys. Let's get it. Let's have a look what we got going on for today. Run it all down and yeah, do the analysis, all that good stuff. We'll start off with the news as always. Everything does look like it's working, and which is a good start. Yeah, pretty chill in terms of this week. Of course, typical USD news is going to be there, but in terms of London session, we have a little bit of GDP. Otherwise, not too much here. Not too much. This is not till Friday's GDP here. Otherwise, pretty clean. Monday, Tuesday, except for AUD bank holiday, but not really too important for us trading the GBP and USD and gold, all of that stuff. So, yeah, basically pretty clean here for today as well, right? So let's have a look. Let's have a look what we got going on from the analysis. We have to start off on the weekly time frame, tell the story from the higher time frame. So weekly time frame is closing bullish here. Quite a strong weekly candle close, right? Definitely showing, you know, some form of continuation here would be warranted if we were to flip the weekly and especially break this high. I would expect that continuation at least back up to 97 first and then 97, 98 realistically here if we're looking at targets here. Right now, we're currently forming a bottom wick, so we could flip later on in the week. But if we look at this daily time frame, it's going to be pretty important to see how we respect this daily support down here. What do we want to do at this daily support before potentially trying a little bit higher? Bring back drawings. I do want to mark this daily support here. Let's drag this line up here. Just put a small P just so we know it's previous one. As this is previous, we have crossed through it once but not twice, so that could be a retest zone for sure. Let's remove some of these. So looking at 4 hours as well, so previous daily bullish, previous 4 hour also bullish, but a very weak bullish candle here. It's not really giving us a full bullish bias here. Reason being is because if you tell the story, this is why telling the story is sometimes important. We can see that 4 hour time frames have actually closed back in the range, and this candle failed to close outside of this resistance and outside of that resistance. We actually tapped this 4 hour resistance that we have seen a lot of action from this resistance here. 1, 2, and right now we've just tapped into that. So we've seen a lot of action from this and we failed to close back in, so it's not giving us that full bullish bias where we should only be looking for buys. Although yes, buys do make sense today. In terms of we can be taking them. We can also consider sells being an option today, just based off the fact that we have this weak candle. This could just be one more retest to create the lower high. Once we start breaking the lows, that's where we can find our downside continuation and start to move a little bit further, probably test previous daily support, maybe want to even test a little bit lower before trying some upside, maybe by New York or something. So this is going to be, you know, basically the higher time frame analysis. Now in terms of where can we take trades today, that's what we have to go and see from the 1 hour. So we can see it's starting to get a little bit messy inside of here. We can see the ranges are a little bit tight. 4 hour resistance is pretty close. I would assume above this 15 is going to be where the buys come through here. Now, if we do liquidity grab, we can look for buys above this 15 here as well as an earlier buy option to go retest the highs here. We just need to see how price wants to react at these levels here. We do have this previous 15 that we have been reacting off. Question is, we have kind of reacted off it once. See how the 5 looks. Yeah, 5 created a support there. I think closes below can give you an option to fill these wicks. It's a little bit choppy here. I would like to see how that looks on 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour has a support somewhere here, so we'd want to test that support. 30-minute has the same support there and this. So yeah, I feel like if sells are going to make sense today, we want to see something leaving this 620. If we can leave this 620, we can start to consider the sells. We do have about I think a 13-14 pip range. Yeah, 11 pip range, actually 12 pip range here. 12 pip range here, 2,500, which is target 1. But if we're looking to tap the support, we have around 15 pips here, and then to daily, which is kind of main 26 pips. So with volume, should be able to entertain that. If not, we're just going to stick inside. Now, if we remain inside this range, we'll be a little bit inconsistent and boring. So we kind of want to leave this range here. Now, in order to take the early buys here, we do want to see that liquidity grab, probably another retest towards here. So this is why we don't really want to sell between here and here. It's a bit too close, and we've had a lot of rejections here. But if this does give us one more rejection and we get back above here, like this leaves a wick and then we get back above here, would be nice to entertain targets back into this high here and look for that retest, and then see what happens if we get the continuation through or if we fail. Both ways we'll be in a secure position and looking pretty good. So that's something I'd be considering here. That's something I'd be considering. If we can get that little liquidity grab, would be ideal in this scenario here. As we can see, we're on 5-minute time frame working on actually pretty lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So we need to change structure. Structure doesn't change on 5-minute till basically above here. You can argue here, but it's so close to this. And if you look at that on 15, it's actually quite a bit higher than that 15-minute resistance. So the liquidity grab would give you the confidence. Now, moving on to GBP USD here, start off on the weekly time frame on GBP USD. We can see previous weekly closing bearish here. I'm going to check my broker how this weekly closed. If it closed below the support or if it closed above the support. Yeah, so it closed at the support with a wick. So yeah, we're closing at the support on a weekly time frame here. So not really, telling us downside continuation is fully warranted unless, of course, we start leaving some form of ranges here. So if we investigate on the lower time frame here, not lower but daily, we can see that daily is pretty much has some room down into this support zone here at 1.304. We can see that how that looks on another broker. This broker is what, Awanda, showing a bullish daily candle, which is completely not true. I want to see. Yeah, this is kind of how it looks, and let's see how my broker looks here. Yeah, broker actually has bullish daily candles, so we kind of have like a setup 3 on the daily per se here. It's kind of the type of setup we're looking at. Oh man, now my charts have rewinded all the way back. This is why I don't like using MetaTrader to analyze. Okay, we're back. So yeah, this is closed bullish on my broker here. So we're pretty close to the daily support here, which would be kind of a target here. We can actually move this down, start to clean up. Don't worry, we'll clean up some of these lines, but we just want to see what's relevant, what's not relevant. So this is DS. 4-hour time frame. Let's have a look now what's relevant, what's not relevant. So let's move this down to here. Let's actually remove this. Let's move this to 4-hour resistance. That's our 4-hour resistance there. This 4-hour support we tapped, we can keep that for now. This we can move down to here, boom, something like this. There we go. Let's go on lower time frame, see what we're looking like here. This is going to be a 1-hour support here. So sitting at that 1-hour support, 30 as well is there. Yeah, so the sells we need some more information here for the sells. We need some more information here for the sells. Now, if we're looking at bias today, we're practically mixed bias with the 4-hour time frame closing bearish, previous daily closing very weak bullish. I feel we need to get above this 4-hour high for buys back into this 4-hour resistance. Inside of here is a little bit messy because of this zone right here. So ideally, I'd like to see a break of structure on 30-minute. 1 hour we do have almost a break of structure. In 15 minutes we will know, and then pullbacks, and then maybe we can sell back to the lows, right? We can sell back to the lows, boom, something like this. We take sells from here. This is our LTA that we look to trade in, and that would be the trade. Trading right here at support is not going to be a good idea. So that's what we need on GUs. We need to create that price action so we can have clean ranges. Right now we are sitting at this support here. I mean, there is technically an opportunity to sell back down to the 1-hour support. It is 4 pips here. It's a little bit tough though. We'll have to see how candles close if we want to force that. So again, I prefer the pullback back into here and then to sell. Gold is at the moment moving a little bit down here. Weekly time frame on gold, closing bearish here. So first bearish weekly candle close in how many weeks, boys? How many weeks? 1, 2, 3 weeks here. Almost a month worth of upside. And now we're closing a weekly candle bearish, not the strongest bearish close, and gold is literally just in a range. So we hope that NFP would actually get us out of this range, either bring us to lower prices to look for more higher time frame buys, or to see crazy continuation out of this range. So the problem is that we're stuck in the range here. So if you look at daily, we're still stuck in this daily range. The lows of the range is 26.33. The highs of the range is 26.72. Pretty big range. You can see that on 4 hour very clearly. Right now we're almost at 4 hour support right now. So yeah, inside of a range like this, we can just move this to here. Just put this like this, 4 hour support. And we can just make this range a little bit clean here. Let's put that like that. So 1 hour is pretty close to support right now. Bias, obviously previous daily closing bearish. We're in a range, so range bias doesn't really count too much, but in terms of bias today, we are more bearish than bullish. 4 hour doesn't have a top wick. We're kind of trying to retrace again one more time this NFP move right now. No pullbacks on 15-minute. I would like to see that before entertaining to target these lows here. Would be warranted to see that first. So if we can get a pullback in the next 12 minutes here, potentially close this candle bullish here, next candle close below, only then we can sell the lows. But you have to remember, this zone we're selling in is a very tough zone. Look at every time we've had closes in this zone have led to heavy rejection, including NFP coming to reject somewhere in here. So it's a little bit tough. What I'd prefer to see is pullbacks and then try to sell that, instead of just having to sell the lows right now and then get caught in some fat pullback. Because 1 hour will look okay if it closes below like this, but that's where I would like the next candle to make a deep top wick. Give me some sort of confidence that I can sell in this zone here, not just sell after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back-to-back bearish 15-minute candles. You sell the low, it pops down like, you know, 10 pips or something, 8 pips. You're still holding, boom, you get a big pullback of worth of 43 pips just to continue down later, but you're stopped out. Like, that's the scenario we want to avoid, right? That's the scenario we want to avoid. So that's going to be the plan for gold here. Obviously more bearish than bullish since we are bearish bias. If we're going to look for buys, we probably want to be buying from the bottom of the range. Something in here, like once we retest here, that will probably come by New York if I was to imagine when we can start looking for that. So yeah, that's the plan on all the pairs here. Let's see what we end up cooking up here, and react accordingly. This candle here had closed below on the 15-minute. So this will either be the liquidity grab, or we will be able to get below this 620 here and potentially look for more continuation if we're able to trade below the 620. Right, so we'll see if we're able to get below the 620. So will also give us 30-minute close below support, and then we see what's up. See what's going on here. Candle close bearish. What's this on? What pair is this? This is on gold. Right, let's have a look what time you took this at. This is on 1 hour, I'm guessing, or 30-minute. Yeah, I can see what you're trying to do, where you put stop loss. Stop loss makes no sense here, especially at this time, man. If this flips to make a bigger top wick, you're stopped out. You take a 1% loss for nothing. If you're going to do this type of thing with tight stop loss, you need to be in very high volume to be able to get away with that. Because if this thing just pulled back, especially where you took your entry, there was not really much there, right? So you need to, I would say minimum, put stop loss at least back inside the range here, which is 25 pips, which will be a lot safer, because if it pulls back, then at least you can be protected from that pullback and manage the trade, you know? You could even lose less, right? You can even lose less, which is more important sometimes than trying to always win more. So yeah, that's the plan on all pairs. Let's see what today brings to us here. Let's see what GJ brings to us, see if it can cook anything. I wish this wasn't here. I wish we actually came in the morning and we're sitting right here. If we were sitting right here, oh damn, that would be nice, right? Because look at the gift that is given to us after that. This is a zone. This is a very high volume zone. Even in the past, we've been pushing through here with extreme volume, right? You can just see this is high volume, that's high volume, obviously news high volume. So this is a zone we want to be capitalizing off, right? So we tapped the 30-minute, which is good. This is where we want to tap. Again, if price is going to grab liquidity, it will grab it from here. If we can get below, you can see the reaction already. Look at that, straight back to entry, right? So this is why we mark that zone, right? Look at that. boom, straight back to if you were to enter on that break. So definitely an interesting zone. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed the analysis, you know the drill. Can we leave a like on the stream? I appreciate everyone showing up nice and early on a Monday here. Hope you guys enjoyed the analysis and learned something in the analysis and are prepared for the day and week, right? That's what's more important. So let's get it. Let me put the scam likes in chat. So yeah, retested this zone, came back up, retested up here with 1 minute candle, and then this next 1 minute candle dumping through here. Very interesting to see. Heavy selling zone from that area there. So the question is, are we going to be able to close below here or not? Is it going to reject one more time? So we'll find that out in about 7 minutes. In 7 minutes, we're going to get the answer to that. We're also going to get a 1 hour candle close here, right? We're also going to get a 1 hour candle close. It was a banger video yesterday. Oh, I'm glad you liked it, man. I'm glad you liked it. GU going down. Yeah, we're seeing gold go down, GU go down. I think GU is going down more based on the gold pushing down here as well. I think that is more USD influenced. But let's see USD JPY compared. Yeah, I guess it's also GBP. So we have a little bit of both. We have a little bit of both. What we really want to see on GJ is the 4 hour lows to be broken, which I believe we have broken already. Yeah, we just broken it. So if I've seen price grab liquidity around 3 to 4 pips below the 4 hour low. So that would be somewhere around here and then flip if it was to do so. Okay, yeah, we have broken it. So if we're gonna do the fake out, this is where it comes. Right? This is where it comes. Setup 4, we're not really fully bullish bias, but I would just, if we do get the fake out, I'll just take it above here, like above this resistance here, trade this range. Pretty nice range, to be honest. Looking at around 23 pips, so plenty of space there. Secure 26 pips on gold, left the rest running. Nice. I'd say in this scenario, always when you leave the rest running, what are you leaving the rest running for, right? Always ask yourself that question. What is the idea behind leaving the rest running? Because over time, leaving that small portion can add up to profits you miss out on if it comes back to entry. So there always has to be a reason, like what we discussed this week in that backtesting webinar. Why do we want to attempt to leave a runner in this spot? What's the idea behind it, right? Always ask yourself that. Why is it bullish bias? Because the 4 hour closed week bullish here. You can see how the 4 hour closed week bullish, previous daily also closed bullish. So technically it is bullish bias, but if we're telling the story and doing the analysis here, this is not a very confidence inducing 4 hour. If anything, it's retesting the top of the range and rejecting as well. There's more rejection from the top than there is from the bottom. So we can count today as a mixed bias as well. But doesn't put out the question that we can't see buys come out today. But since the morning here, we've just been making lower high, lower low. So we could just start continuing down for the rest of the day here. Yes, I learned something new. Thanks, Harry. You deserve my mom, Amina like. You deserve my mom, Amin like. No, you can keep your mom for yourself, brother. I'm okay with that. Very important to see how this 1 hour candle closes, right? Hopefully we can just sustain something, give us some sort of close here that's going to be relevant. Will you ever do a meet and greet? Yeah, of course. I would love to do one here in Dubai. I'm not sure how many people watch me from Dubai though. I need to make sure the numbers are worth it. I wonder if this is the scenario we can use that concept that I talked about on Thursday when we took that trade on GJ, right? When I took those sells. Remember, I took those sells and I used current candle aggressive top wick, right? So once it made a nice top wick, retested a zone, I used current candle and then expected a quick push. So we could probably use that same, we could do that same scenario today if we get the scenario where this next candle opens, gives us deep top wick, flips, we can put stop here, giving us better what? Risk to reward. Then we can get our 1-to-1 here. Would that be S2 back in the 4-hour range? Which one? Which one? This would be an S1, right? If we were to take it. But with the way it's dumping right now, it's getting a little bit deep. So we'll have to wait a little bit just to see how this closes and then make a setup. Like a 4-hour setup? Yeah, but then you would put 4-hour stops. I mean, 4-hour setup is happening already, right? We have a 4-hour breaking the lows. There's a 4-hour setup 3 happening at the moment. Is it a counter trend sells for daily is bullish and is bullish bias? No, it's not counter trend. It's actually, if you look at what analysis we did in the beginning here, I had a very important analysis how, again, this 4-hour time frame did what? 4-hour time frame came up, retested, rejected again the top of the range. You have no 4-hour candle leaving the range. We left the range, we closed back inside the range. Impulsive news move, we could retrace some of that move, especially with this candle closing weak. So if we were to continue up today, what do we need to see? We need to see this close strong, and we would probably be holding supports right now. Why are we trying to break through supports? If we want to be going up to today, at least we would be holding supports, grabbing liquidity, showing some sort of range before maybe resolving towards the upside. I wish this was not a 30-minute support, then we could have sold that one there. So let's see how this 1 hour closes here. Getting pretty close to this 1 hour support here. That would be a target. See if there's any 5-minute zones. Yeah, about 500 is your 5-minute zones, your support zones. So in order to take the sells where we can just sell, we need a very deep top wick before it flips, which it's already flipped already. Otherwise, we have to put stop loss where? We have to put stop loss back above the range here. 17 pips stop loss, including a wick fill here, will give us a target here of 6 pips. Not worth it right now. Maximum target here, max, is 22. So hopefully we can get some 5-minute structure right now in the 1 hour candle, and we can sell off that 5-minute structure. I think that would be the plan. Just so we're not trying to force this right now into 15-minute support. It's not the cleanest. The real zone where we have absolutely no issues is this zone here, right? There's plenty of room to sell today, right? There's plenty of room to sell. If price wants to break down, we have plenty of room. I mean, look at this. This is the rejection we kind of want to avoid. I wish they would have tapped 500 fully first, but again, pullbacks are not bad. It's kind of what we want. Yesterday's video was amazing. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, yesterday's video was a pretty good video. Just a raw video speaking about some mistakes that I made, and you know, I hope that it saves you money, time, and frustration, right? So definitely check out yesterday's video. Should help a lot, right? Should help a lot. The thumbnail was fire as well. Yeah, it did have some fire in it as well. Risk management made sense to me. Hit different. Oh, I'm good. I'm glad to hear that. Bot is spamming ban. Yeah, I don't know. I think the bot went offline and then suddenly came and started spamming. I don't know what the hell why it's spamming. It's supposed to be on a timer like every 30 minutes. Instead, it spammed all the links I have at once. All the links. So with the gold here today, if we respect this support, you know, we are mixed bias today on gold, right? So there is, and with 4 hour having such a nipple wick here, we could also be looking for buys with mixed bias. Previous daily, I mean, no, it did close bearish. Ah, that sucks. Let me double check broker. I was gonna say we could look for some form of buys here. Four-hour bearish, daily candle is bearish. Yeah, we are bearish buys, but in the range. So if we test the bottom of the range somewhere here, we can take buys because we're in a range. So buying from the bottom of the range is going to be better than selling at the bottom of the range. Let's have a look how GU closed. So you remember with GU today, we have previous daily closing a bullish, doji bullish, not the strongest candle bullish here. But yeah, so GU is technically mixed, but more on the better side. 1 hour time frame respected the support. So if we wanted to melt right now, we would have closed below the support. We respected it. The only thing I don't like about the support, which is one of the annoying things when we have cascading supports. Cascading support means that on the 1 hour looks clean, 30 minutes not, 15 minutes not, you know. So you can see we reacted off this 1 hour zone. So again, this is where it would be extremely beneficial if we can come back up and then sell back down. Question is, do we want to try risk it and take the buys back up here, right? Because if we expect that, we could be one step ahead and try also take the buys back up. So what would we need to see that? Well, it would be nice to have a 30-minute candle closing bullish. It would be nice to have a 5-minute change of structure so we're not forming lower high, lower low. And I think then we can give that the shot to try trade back up to the top of the range. Right? That's how that would work. Give me a sec, just go bathroom, come back. So GJ here absolutely retraced that whole candle in one 5-minute candle, which is pretty nuts. This is why you kind of don't want to sell these lows here, right? When we know that there's support below, kind of asking for a slap, right? Especially if your stop loss is going to be above candle high. You trade a trade that's going to be, so realize the loss that you avoid. A lot of people will get FOMO and be like, shit, it closed below, I have to take the sells to get to here. And now they're literally around 2 pips away from stop loss. And the reason is because this is easy to identify if you just take one step back and say, hey, what am I doing now? Does it really make sense to sell at these lows right next to a target? Because what happens is that it's very common for our mind that when we're at this target here, up 3 pips in profit, you're like, oh, it should push a little bit more. Let me give it some room. And then you give it room only for price to then get back below your entry, and now you don't close because you're like, okay, when it goes back in profit, I'm gonna close out at break even. This was a bad trade to begin with. Now you're panicking, and all it's doing is it's getting deeper and deeper and deeper into drawdown until you just accept the fact to lose the trade and it hits stop loss. And then you come back and you're like, damn, I knew I shouldn't have taken that trade, right? And I'm sure a lot of you have experienced that in the markets. Now, the key thing to understand is that all of that could have been avoided, right? All of that could have been avoided by just analyzing the position first before jumping into anything, right? Now, it gets worse because sometimes people drag their stop loss, right? So how can I get involved in sells right now, right? That's how I would be thinking right now. How can I get involved in sells? Well, the way I can get involved in sells right now is if we start to create some form of resistance. Any form of resistance right now will give me opportunities to sell. To test these lows again, I'm selling now at a discount as well, so it gives me more chances of winning the trade. So 5-minute candle closed bullish here. If another 5-minute candle closed bearish, that's a very aggressive sell. You're trading off a 5-minute then, but can make sense with the 1 hour confirmation, and it's something I'll try because we have a 1 hour setup 1 active, right? So this would just be a retest here, and you'd have the confirmation for 5. So hopefully we can get next 5-minute closing something nice, not something too crazy deep or something. What's also not nice is when you have this higher low on 1 minute, because this is now a zone. Imagine you are in buys, this is the zone you want price to respect right now. So yeah, lots of things to consider here. And patience is going to be the answer of just allowing the market to form the setup we want to see and executing based on that. So same thing with gold, right? If we get the same type of pullback, again, we can entertain selling at a discount, coming back down. Same thing with GU, right? We discussed that with GU. GU actually, maybe potentially there's actually like a little counter trend buy opportunity right now on GU. That's the only thing I can see on GU right now is potentially trying a buy, although very risky because we are kind of more bearish right now. And the stop loss is pretty big here, 12 pips for 8 pips. If we can get a tighter stop, then it would be better. If this 5-minute closes bearish like this, can give us good stop loss. Stop loss we can just put here 8 pips there, get 8 pips there. And if we really want to rinse GU, then GU would come up here, form resistance at the top of the range at 4 hour. You can take the buys up to 4 hour. If the resistance forms there, you can sell back down, which is kind of like a good play, to be honest, if we get that. See, if this just pushes like this right now, fine. Guess what we're doing up here? we're taking sells. This is creating a clean candle. Now, I believe that this move is probably done by USD. So guess what? What was the setup I was just talking about on gold? How we could sell at a discount? Gold also making its way towards the upside. If gold starts to create resistance, again, you can start selling gold again, right? So it's just a matter of waiting for these things to happen. And if they don't happen, then that's the beauty of your strategy, because you avoid the randomness in the market and trade something with certainty. Same type of shit is happening with GJ here. All of this is something that I don't like, to be honest, is that all of my pairs are moving in the same way today. GU is moving up when GJ moves up and when gold moves up, and vice versa, right? We're seeing them all move together. This is typically something I don't like to see. The reason I don't like to see this is because obviously if you're wrong on one, you're wrong on all. So it's like you have basically one shot. It's nice when things are moving opposite ways, because then you can pick and choose what option makes the most sense. But obviously here it's going to be one or the other. You can see how the 1 minute's holding support above there. $15-minute candles about to close bullish here. So this is going to be important. Do we close back in the range or below the range? Below the range, higher probability. We probably are able to make a top wick, potentially continue down if we break the low. Back inside the range here, 50-50 at that point. 50-50, I'd say maybe more selling, because we have lower high, lower low type action. But still, it reduces probability. So there we probably want next 50-minute candle to close below here and then sell. Hey Harry, does London session start 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. local time? 8 a.m. local time. 8 a.m. local time is... London session actually starts because we have Frankfurt open at 7 a.m. But the actual London session itself opens at 8 a.m. Yes. 8 a.m. UK time. So we did close back inside the range here. Which also means the 1 minute is respecting that support. GU closed above here. Although a nice close, it's not going to be worth it risk to reward wise. About 14 pip stop for a 5 pip target. Even stops on a 5 minute, I believe, are pretty big. 9 pips, which is aggressive. How did gold do? Gold still trying. How was DAX today? Needs to get out this consolidation, then there'll be options on DAX. You want to put sell stop at 194.5? No, I don't want to sell stop that. I'd rather wait for a close. Because 15-minute close bullish. If 15-minute wants to test something before continue up, it's going to test this. It's going to test the support. It created a support. So You can either sell into the support if you're like micro scalping to see if you can get to the support here 4 pips away and push through, or you can just wait until it gets below this. Problem with spread and everything, have to see if it's worth it. This 1 minute support is no joke. It really does like to respect it. Oh, finally we broke through. That should warrant continuation to retest at least the 15, I would imagine here. At least the 15, I would imagine. If we had enough room, then yeah, this would be a sell option, right? Down to the 15. If we close maybe somewhere up here at like 600, then yeah, we have enough room to trade to the bottom. See how 30 minute looks like it wants to close in 11 minutes, maybe bullish. $50-minute choppy range, no clean zone. Why don't we wait? That's exactly what we're doing, my friend. We're waiting for more price action to develop here so that we can look to see if we can capitalize off sells or not. Hi, do you have a video on setting your support and resistance line? Mine have been set for a while now. I thought about having a clean slate and redoing them. Yeah, you want to redo them every day. You don't have to delete all of them. You can just drag and drop. That's what I do, just because I'm lazy to retype all of them. But yeah, it's definitely important to redo your lines every single day. I do have videos. It will be part of my simple Forex strategy here, this one. If you watch this video, it will have a link to the video in the description. This one there. There's a link to that. We don't have clean range on the left side for GJ. We don't today. No, we don't. But we do on 1 hour time frame. So if we're basing this until here, ideally, the zone we really want to be in today, like I said, is this zone here. Like, holy shit, what is this, bro? This is like a gift. Like, if we can start to fail in here, oh my god. Like, these are nice zones, and you know this is a high volume zone. Like, look at it in the past. Like, guys, do you see how powerful this zone is? Look how powerful this zone is. Can you see that? Look at this shit. All the time, like, your most heavy moves are coming from this zone. Yeah, it's like a zone where you know you're going to get... well, this is where if you're holding trades, like if you can get in trades up here, holding runners to get through this zone is going to be insane. But the difference is you know to be aggressive in this zone. So no matter when it happens, you know to be aggressive. There are not many fake outs happening in this zone after there's a big candle. Like, look, when we get back above the zone, fills it pretty clean, right? See? Then here, we fill it clean. Here, when we get below, we fill it. So, you know, aggressive. Right? This is, remember what we were talking about when price was to close back inside this range, how it reduces probabilities to continue down. This is one of those scenarios where it reduces probabilities, 5 minute respecting this little 15 minute. Now, the nice thing is if this now fails, yeah, you have something interesting. Also, I was thinking of I was moving. I have a chessboard. I have a chessboard in my house, and I was moving it. And when I was looking at the chessboard, I thought of an amazing concept, and I wanted to talk about that concept on stream. So you guys know. So I brought it up to use as a prop because you guys like props. You guys know what this is? You know what this is? What piece this is on the chessboard? You guys know what piece this is? Yep. I brought it up as a prop. You know what piece is the king? Right? So, no, this is the king. This is the king. Right? This who gets checkmate. So, imagine that this king, right? This chess piece here, the king is your stop loss. You have to protect this at all costs. How do chess players play? They play by thinking more than 5 moves ahead, and grandmasters think 12 moves ahead, right? They think up to 12 moves ahead. The same thing applies in the market. If you want to protect your stop loss, you have to be thinking ahead. What will happen if this next candle closes like this? If the next candle closes like this, how am I going to execute? If that doesn't do this, how? You need to be thinking 5 steps ahead, the same way you think 5 steps ahead plus when playing chess as well. The mistake people make in the market is that you just react. You see this candle flip and you're like, oh, price is going down, I'm taking a sell. And then you end up losing the trade because you weren't thinking ahead. You were reacting to something emotional on the charts instead of planning and being ahead of the game, which is exactly the same application you can take from chess and put it into the markets, and it will drastically change it and protect the king, which is the goal, right? Which is your stop loss. So I thought of that as an example, and I hope it makes that concept in your head a little bit better, right? You know? It's just to make that explanation of you need to be thinking ahead. I think a lot of you guys don't think ahead. I'm thinking ahead a lot in the market. If this candle does this, if this closes, remember when I talked about this candle closing back inside this range, the probability of price to continue up to the next range, that's thinking ahead, right? So when I talked about this candle closing in this range, there's going to be a probability to continue up to the next range here because we closed inside. There you go, right? That's thinking ahead. But instead of just making reactional decisions in the market, oh shit, I need to do this. No, think ahead. Does it make sense? What if that happens? Don't overthink, but you need to think ahead, not of why you should not take the trade, but you need to be thinking of what is that going to be a result of, right? Five close hammer going to take a sell. Yeah, it did though. Did close. We haven't retested anything is the only problem I have. I'd really like to see us retest the range or something like that. But I get your sells. Problem is, does it want to do one more retest higher? If it doesn't, you're going to be fine. If it does, then it will probably just go above here, retest, and then fail. But I do agree with the idea overall. It would be nice to have top wick. Gold is grabbing liquidity. It is, right? We talked about that. We talked about how price wants to push up first, potentially here, right? And this is what I was talking to you, Nina, in the group about, hey, is it worth leaving a runner? What's your plan of your runner, right? Sometimes it's just worth taking full because you're selling lows, right? Do you know that Hikaru Nakamura, Grand Chess Master, does trading also? He has $10 million net worth from only index fund trading. Yeah, that's insane. You know, that's insane. But I can see why, right? Because chess people are good. You know, same with poker players. It's all of these concepts of strategy, you know, do come into the market here. They do relate to the market. 2 minutes for this 50-minute candle to close. If we can close bearish here, it looks pretty interesting. Especially if this 5 can break structure. Yeah, that is something I'm going to be interested here for sure. Right? If we can close below here, it is risky, but I do want to give it a shot myself here regardless. Only thing that makes it risky here, guys, is we're going to be selling a 30-minute bullish candle. And we're going to be selling into this 50-minute support. So we kind of have to see what happens here. If we can push through, happy days. If we start to reject, yeah, I'll call it quits. I'll throw in the towel and say, thank you very much. I gave a shot. You didn't allow me. So be it. Now, if it doesn't close below, then yeah, I guess that's it. The chess speaks for itself. Yeah, I'm not a chess player myself. I did look into it, but I just couldn't find the time to really study it. The problem with me is whenever I put my mind to something, I want to be extremely good at it. I want to be give my full effort towards it. So chess is not an easy game. It demands a lot of strategy. You know, so instead I played poker as well and studied that. I appreciate everyone showing up to stream. Hope you're all well. Hope you all had a good weekend, and I look forward to see what's going to go on this week here. Maybe midweek I might have to hop off a little bit early. I'll let you guys know, but otherwise we should be fine. And yeah, I appreciate everyone showing up to stream. Should be good. Hope you guys caught the GU trade on Friday and didn't make my mistake and close early, because I got something called size fright, right? That's why I put that video, right? I put that video up about size fright, right? Size fright, talking about using too big size. That's what I did on Fridays. I went bigger than I usually do, got scared, close the trade at break even just for it to play out, right? So that is something that will happen when you push risk. Even at my level, I still sometimes get that. Even though the trade was perfect, all of you guys on stream profited off it, which I'm happy to see. The guys in the group profited off it. Just me made a decision. There was nothing wrong with it. It's a very clean trade. I actually ran for quite a while here, but this is yeah, this is a nice entry, right? Talking about that pullback entry, same concept we're trying today. We're trying to get this pullback entry, which normally gives very, very, very nice continuation. So this is the same type of entry we're looking. Look what happened here, guys. We closed bullish. Anyone who sold again, breaking this low, this 15-minute support here is deadly support. Deadly support here. 30-minute close bullish. Still respecting this. If we can get a setup 2, candle closing bearish, guys, we have room to take sells now. This is where a juicy setup comes. Yeah, your bitch tells me a different type of size fright, but we won't discuss that size fright. This is different, you know, we're talking about trading related concepts here. You ever think about using a small account for your execution and copy trading tools for your main account? I can think it help with mentioned problems. It can, but you're just putting a band-aid amongst it. Subconsciously, you know what you're risking, right? Subconsciously, you know what you're risking, right? Subconsciously. Yeah, this is what I was worried about in GU here if we just were to reject. I mean, it did give some sort of a push, and enough for you to get to break even at least here. This is your break even spot, so that's nice to see. I didn't enter. Yeah, but this is the point of it. Even if you did enter here, I don't think you can do much with it. Too fast after it tapped this zone, right? Immediately tapped the zone and rejected, so you can't even close to a 1-to-1, nor would you want to close. Right? What's the point of closing there? So gold here starting to form some sort of range. Gold could be interesting if we can close back inside this range here. I would want to see what price wants to do after that. We'll have to see how we can... I was close to enter but didn't tap 4 out. That's my point, is that if it taps something now it's making the retest, right? So we have to tap something. We have to tap something. Just like the trade we took here on Friday. When we retested back inside the range. We tapped all of these levels. If we retested here, this is a high chance this turns into a lower high. And if you have stop loss here, you get stopped out. Whereas here, this entry, we tapped into something. So the same thing happens for sells. If we make this inverted, we want to tap into something. Imagine this close below. We want to tap something. And we can even view this as a bullish way, which I like. Look at it like this, right? So let's do Alt-I. So look, if we're looking for buys right now, what do we need to see for buys? We need to see price come back, tap into this zone here, and look for that, boom, buys back up to here, right? Which would actually be sells, but you get the point. Same thing on GJ, right? If we're going to be looking for buys on GJ right now, closed above this range, retest this zone, probably buys are going to be with a bullish candle close, setup number 2, right? Can you start to see that? Like for me, it's a lot clearer to look at buys as I'm accustomed to looking at buys. We get something like this, can take the buys to continue this. Do we have episode 3 of Sniper entry? I don't know. We have to check. We have to check. Did he post episode 3 yet? I hope we have. Shit. This is now telling me zoom. Okay, there we go. Do we have Sniper entry? Did he post? What about gold? Gold, same type of scenario, but gold in this scenario here, we're starting to change structure, so it looks like GU. Either aggressive sells are going to be at the lows I don't like. Deeper pullbacks going to be warranted. Looking for buys, if we get change of structure, we can start to entertain that, but we just need to be careful. So reverse chart looks so much better. Yeah, it does, especially that we've been buying for 4 years. Well, myself, I've been buying most of the time for the last 4 years, as that's my main pair has been GJ, and it's been mostly buys. A lot of counter trend options today. Yeah, I don't see any options for too much. I mean, it's moving counter trend, but I don't see options to enter counter trend, right? Just because even if we had the opportunity, even if we have the opportunity, it doesn't make sense risk to reward wise. Is setup 1 to 5 for the exclusive only? No, it's public. You guys get setup 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is based off setup 1, 2, and 3. But I just explain it in the exclusive group, setup 5, because I just want to make sure you guys understand setup 1, 2, 3. If you look at my journal, guys, look at setup 1 is the most common setup here. There's like a trade count setup 1, like over 86 trade count on setup 1. So most of the time you're going to be executing on setup 1. The beautiful thing with setup 1 is it's done in different ways, right? It's done in different ways. I'm new to your channel. How to get trade? Well, you have to understand the trade first. That will allow you to build something called patience. Once you understand what you're waiting for, you won't feel like you're waiting because you know what to wait for, and you will find peace in the waiting because you know you're avoiding randomness, and when you enter, you'll have a high probability to win. So then once you understand that, you can simply watch what I do and learn something from how I take trades here and make a decision what you want to do with that information in your own trading journey, right? How you want to use that to yourself, right? Right? You can make a decision how you want to use it for yourself. Now, won't always work out. There'll be times in the market where we get slower periods. There'll be time where we absolutely smash the markets, which has been the case for a lot of the time. Recently a little bit slower, but looking to pick it back up. Nor am I worried or scared. I just need to make sure that when I increase size of my position now, I don't let that affect my trading. But I'm happy to show you guys the process, which I think is very educational as well as realistic. I don't think many people show you the process of increasing size, how it messes with your head, as many people think that's a downside. Why don't you use Fibonacci? Because I know Fibonacci. I know that this retracement here, if I was to take from high to low here, this will be the 6.18, right? Look, high to low, that 6.18, 0.5 to 6.18 is somewhere in here. I know that. I know that. Like I said, from high to low, let me draw it properly. 6.18, boom, right in here, this zone. How does that happen? How did it magically line with structure? Can do the same thing again and again and again, right? I can show you next structural point here. If I drag it from high to low, this spot here is going to be the 0.5 as well, right? This spot here, look, high to low, oh, 0.5. How did I know that? Without using a Fibonacci from high to low, I knew that this would be the 0.5. Just based off structural points in the market, I can figure that out. That's why I don't use it, because I know that already. I know that already. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure to leave a subscribe so you can show up. We stream Monday to Friday. 700 viewers, I said I would do a giveaway. We're at 660 viewers, almost at 700. Man, I'll have to do a giveaway this stream, guys. I'll have to do a giveaway this stream if we hit 700 viewers. So I promised it. I promised it. I promised. Also, guys, in the Tradesharpe exclusive, we have our giveaway today, right? We have our giveaway going on today. What time did I put it for? 45 people, one-on-one session with me at 7:30, so 11:30. 11:30. So go ahead, participate if you haven't. I think I'll give away Pip Labs. I think that's fair. We haven't done that. I'll give away a Pip Lab subscription. We have version 4 coming with Pip Labs. So I'm going to give that away. And then we do the rest. We do the rest when we launch. See if we can get a trade in here today. Some juicy giveaways. Yeah, I think that the Tradesharpe giveaway is pretty sick. To be able is the one-on-one. We haven't done that, right? We haven't done that. A one-on-one. I think that would be extremely beneficial for whoever wins. It's a win-win scenario. Yo, Harry, there are many fake Harrys on Discord. Yeah, of course, there's fake Harrys on Discord. Make sure to ignore them. Make sure to ignore them and report them. Right? There's no point of listening to them. They are a waste of time. Right? They are just trying to scam you. Do not get scammed. Do not be fooled. Do not get scammed. Interesting rejection coming through here. How are we going to capitalize off this rejection? We have to find out in the next episode with Trading with Harry. I have to find out how to capitalize. Bro, what happened to USD on 4/10/1:30 p.m.? NFP, brother. It would be NFP, I'm assuming. That's exactly what it's going to be, NFP. Also, guys, if you're new to the stream, don't feel afraid to ask questions. I answer questions happily here. You know, remember what you're here for. Watch how I trade. Watch how I navigate the markets at different times throughout a year. Someone asked a question earlier on about seasonality. It's a massive factor in trading that many people actually don't speak about. So I'm glad he brought out the subject. Seasonality means that there's different seasons in the market. We have trending seasons, manipulation seasons, ranging seasons. Now, as a trader who trades on 50-minute time frame, we don't really get caught in too much of that, but what we do get caught is intraday movement. So it will play a massive role into the way we trade. And it's just, that's why many traders lose long term, is because they're not able to get past those different seasons, or their strategy is not tested in different seasons, right? So if you were to look at this will show you, obviously here we have live recorded over a year worth of data to show you how it reacts during different seasons. You can see in summer months, very good, right? Summer months, we can see very strong, not many losses. As we come into winter months, yeah, look, a little bit back-to-back losses here, 2 losses in a row. Of course, covered by wins here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins in a row. Then we get 2 losses, which is totally normal, right? So you can see, yeah, there's different market conditions here. Big break-even stage, a lot of break-even trades. Look at most recently, right? We've been kind of in a season where we've changed, right? We've changed the way that the markets have been moving. We've changed policy in US, we've changed policy for the JPY, and that has resulted in what? That has resulted in a little bit change in market dynamics. So we've been concentrating on staying consistent. 700 viewers giveaway. Okay, yeah, you guys are not wrong. You guys are not wrong. All right, I guess I'll give away, how many? 2. Let's give away 2 Pip Labs subscriptions. Man, let's do it. Let's do it. If you guys don't know what Pip Labs is our backtesting software that me and my co-founder Antonio founded here. He's the coder and the man who puts it to action here. It is the first ever tick-based backtesting software that you can backtest here on the internet and practice your strategy, prove to yourself. So yeah, it's a simulation software. I don't need to say too much more about it. Let me do the giveaway. Let's set it up for you guys. Let's go ahead and do it right now. Duplicate. Here we go. Guys, gonna get 1 month of Pip Labs. There we go. Let's set this up for you guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Today is gonna be the 7th. Right now it is, yeah, we'll do it in 15 minutes. And number of winners is gonna be 2 winners here. 2 winners here. Actually, we'll do 1 here and we'll do 1 on YouTube, guys. We'll do 1 here, 1 winner here, and 1 on YouTube. All right. So I'm gonna publish this now. This is in Discord. Oh shit, I did something wrong. What did I do wrong? Apply. All right, so that's published in here. Enjoy it, enjoy it. Giveaways. In Discord. Rules are guys, the rules are you have to be following Pip Labs on Instagram. Have to be following our Instagram. That's it. That's all we ask. Follow our Instagram. I'll put the link if you want to be applicable. Make sure to follow it. It's in chat now, the link. While I look for a trade here, you can go ahead and do that while we wait for a trade. GU closing below here, we could potentially take sells. Gold as well, trying to make its way towards the upside. Failed to close back inside the range. Still gonna wait on gold here. Maybe 5-minute candle closing above here as well. Could be an entry opportunity. Make sure you follow It's not over. It just says ended. It doesn't matter. You can still participate. I just can't edit it. We already did it. The next one here we'll do is a giveaway on YouTube. So let's do this giveaway on YouTube here as well. So one in there, one on YouTube here. So here's the YouTube one. So let's do it. Let's do it. Mods can also win. Everyone can win. Let's do a keyword. The keyword will be Pip Labs. All right. So, all right. You have to type Pip Labs in chat to enter. You have to type Pip Labs in chat to enter. When you type Pip Labs in chat, it will enter you. Let's see it. Let's see it. All right, all right. Only enter it once. Once you entered, you're in. I can see all the people entered. Once you entered, you're in. So only enter it once. Only enter it once. We'll have some fun with it. Okay, gold might close above here. I wonder if gold will give us an opportunity for a little 5-minute scalp. Let's have a look here. Stop loss about 17 pips, target to here 11, and then to here is 29 pips. 30 minutes, see where that 1 hour resistance is. Looks like we want to test this resistance. If this does close above, it will be a quick break-even trade. So if you're not looking to move to break-even quick, then don't take this trade. Don't take this trade if you're looking to move to break-even quick. But looks like we're not closing above. We didn't. We have to wait 5 more minutes, boys. Didn't close above. We do have 15-minute confirmation, but this is a little bit more counter trend. But we are trading in a range, so let's wait for the next 5-1. And while we wait for the next 5 minute, we have GJ chance to close bearish, and we can take setup 2 sells as well. So let's roll it, guys. Let's see who's gonna win the giveaway here. All right, all right, all right. We have 144 people applied. Let's go. And the winner is, boom, Executioner. Nice. This guy's been in chat for a while. I'm happy to see him win it, actually. He's been here for a while, so I know who he is. Let him reach out to me. And yeah, let's see you, bro. Yeah, it's cool. He's been in there for a while. It's nice to see OGs win. Nice to see OGs win. I've watched you since January. Yeah, I know, man. I've seen you in chat. I've seen you in chat. So yeah, just reach out to me and we'll get you sorted, brother. Congrats, congrats. Now, let's have a look what we can do for... See what we can do on GJ here. We've had our fun, we've had our fun. It's been tough, huh, to try find potential entries here with this just dumping like this. But London Open could give us the move we're looking for here. 1 hour setup 3 might be in the cards here. Only problem is SL. We'll have to find out how we're going to manage SL. I was looking at this as well, but this didn't give me my confirmation as 5-minute closed inside of the range, right? So this you couldn't see at the time. Obviously in hindsight looks good, but we don't even have, we have 15 minutes strong bullish, not respecting, closing back inside of this. So it's not valid. It's not valid at all. So let's see what we end up getting, bro. For gold here as well, we'll see if the 5-minute wants to close above or not. 2 minutes for that. Let me go to the toilet before that potentially happens. I missed some questions here. I need to scroll back. GJ, no bottom wick on minute 15 and retested range. Sells would make sense. No, because we needed to have a close. That would have been ideal. What else did I miss here? Harry, when will you open the group? I will let you guys know. I'll probably soon. Probably we'll see. I'll let you guys know. Just show up to stream. Keep in contact here, and yeah, I'll let you know when we open the group here. And see, you know, I know some of you guys been like, hey Harry, I want to trade New York with you. I want to see your New York plans and stuff. Yes, in due time, we will open it. Probably sometime. We'll see. I mean, I just like the community we have, and I want to keep it tight knit, right? We're pretty good. Some people have at least 5 minutes of latency on YouTube. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's why we run Zooms, right? That's why it's good to watch the YouTube stream without delay. YouTube stream without delay is massive. It's the big difference, because sometimes YouTube can lag and stuff like that, which is obviously annoying, but nothing I can avoid. That's on their side. So if gold is able to get back above here, we have options. We have options to try a little scalp. If we're not able to get back above, we can look at potentially selling GU in about 4 minutes. If GU can close below, I would say this, we've retested 4 hour. We've retested 4 hour. 30 minute will close bearish. 1 hour will close bullish though, but it will close weak bullish. So I believe we could break through. I should not talk about it, otherwise it will happen. Should not talk about it. If GJ closes setup 3, we can put above 30 structure, or we can use that idea I talked about using the top wick, right? Remember that idea? Using the top wick, we could maybe execute on that. US oil. See what US oil has been doing. I'm interested. Obviously, we had that bounce from when Biden announced about the stuff in Iran. So we're continuing that bounce on a weekly. Respected my zone, amazing. I was actually looking for a swing trade here, but as I was taking this as I wanted to take this swing trade here on the retest, I was actively in another swing trade. I was actively in another swing trade on Euro NZD here. I was on this swing trade on Euro NZD at the same time, so I could not. I was holding this one on Euro NZD. So I didn't take this one here, but this did make sense. This was pretty nice, to be honest. So we're just continuing that. I'm basically, my target was this 4 hour resistance here to fill this LTA. And I was looking to buy at this zone here, where we are, stop loss below the range. Would have actually come a little bit, you would have held some drawdown here. I would have bought on this bullish 4-hour candle, went into profit. But yeah. But in swing, if it isn't correlated, why not take more than just risk, right? Because then I'm more risk than I want to be, right? Are you doing this in real account? Yeah, of course I'm doing it real account, but my swing account here, you can see IC Markets Head Raw Trading. That is real account. But it's a swing account. Also, I don't know if I have enough margin because I'm risking quite a bit. I do. The IC market give 1 to 500 is more than enough. Harry, swing trade strategy. It is a different strategy. It's the same strategy, but I do have a bit of swing trades. Yes. I'll be discussing with the guys in the group what I'm looking for next for these coming weeks. I think we could cook something on one of our pairs. 4-hour no top wick. On which one, bro? Oh, you're gold here. Yeah, that's the only reason, man, I would look for that buys, right? And we're not really bearish bias. We're kind of in the range. If you look at daily 4-hour, we're just stuck in this range. So the only reason that this would be allowed today is look at this range. We're basically at the lows of the range. Every time we come down here, we bounce. We're just ranging with barely any top wick and us being here next to target, at least for a scalp. And if the scalp can continue volume, you actually could be in a good position. Like, yeah, okay, we can be aggressive with it, but at least we could try something. We'll have to see though. At the moment it's ranging, right? I do want it above there. Like, goal is to get to 45 key level, like, you know, something like that. If you can get to 45 key level, would be good. Are you forming new strategy? No, it's not a new strategy. It's what I do. It's just applied onto higher time frames with a little bit more different approach. It's diversification. DAX still in the range for the day here. Gold might close above here in 29 seconds. We have liquidity grab on 5-minute candle as well. This will be the hour close as well. Hour will close bullish. Can we do it, guys? Can we do it? Is there enough juice in the last 17 seconds here to close above? Come on, gold, show us the juice. 8 seconds. Where's the juice? Sleeping gold or what? I think gold is sleeping a little bit. 1 hour has closed bullish, but we have to see. Like 15 minutes, not really confidence inducing here. 15-minute close, I think. Rejecting here. 30 minutes, not bad. I don't like this wick zone without the close above. DAX buys are tough. I would look for DAX buys if we were to able to close above. I think it would make sense. The sells could also be an option here after London Open. Below here as well. So if this can now form structure and close below, that would be the option for DAX sells. But you know how London Open is with DAX. This is typical London Open with DAX. More sells are going to be below here, right? See how that looks. Yeah, it makes sense. Big top wick on GJ. Yeah, it is forming a top wick here. We closed that support though. 1 hour did close like a setup 3. Zivi won the giveaway. Let's have a look quickly while we see GJ. Nice, nice, nice. I'll contact you. Congrats, brother. Or you contact me actually. It's a good top wick here. It's a good top wick. We just need to make sure risk to reward makes sense, guys. Because if we tap into this support zone here, does it really make sense, right? If we're just trading into this support, let's be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves. Does it make sense 3-4 pips, or are we forcing? Are we forcing? How did GU close? Yeah, respected that zone, right? I appreciate everyone showing up to the stream. Pleasure to have you. Hopefully you're finding some sort of value on the stream today. If you are, definitely show up. We stream Monday to Friday. I show you how I trade. I show you if I win. I show you if I lose. We have fun together. We learn a lot and we make money, which is always the goal here, right? This is always the goal, is to come here and do a job, right? Regardless of the outcomes, that is just something that we have to accept and learn to control. 2 minutes, is it worth to wait 2 minutes here, boys? Can we survive 2 minutes? Would be great if we could survive 2 minutes for a 5 close above. Price action is king. It is the root of all markets, so it will be pretty strong. It will be pretty strong. Gold gonna be the option? Well, yeah, you'll need it to close above. The only thing we have with gold is weaker candles. You see how the candles are getting slowly weaker, weaker, weaker? We don't want that. So that's why 5 close above will give you the confidence. You have the 1 hour closing above, the 30-minute closing. So it should be okay. 1 minute we have to survive though. Can it survive for 1 minute? Nope. We just broke the high there. Ooh, look at the retracement already. That is very dangerous. That's why we want to wait for the close, because we don't know if this is going to reject now or continue. Look at this rejection, right? So we need to see for the close here. Close is going to give us the information. Cheers, executioner man. Take care. Gold closing in 12 seconds here. Break of the high, stop loss would be 22 pips. To here is 9 pips, not the greatest. Is there any way we can use smaller stop loss here? Again, this is a trade you have to go break even quick, man. It's a trade you have to go break even quick. Oops. I want a deeper bottom wick there. See if we can get one deeper bottom wick. Then we can flip back above the high. Yeah, this would be you break even. I don't like the risk to reward, man. I don't like the risk to reward. GJ bro, what's happening with GJ? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, GJ is getting down below the lows here as well. Tapping the support though. Are you triggered? In what? In gold? No, I'm not triggered in gold. The risk to reward is a little bit tough here, 9 pips, but you should be break even if you're in gold. Right? If you're in gold, should be in break even, like we said. You shouldn't let this be a loss. Because, look, your original stops are going to be here around 22 pips. We're tapping into this 5-minute zone. You want to be break even. Because this could be a risky trade. Right? This could be a risky trade. That's why you want to be break even here and not get stuck in anything. Now, if you can survive this break even, hopefully it can give you 1-to-1, but 1-to-1 is all the way up there, so you'll have to see. It is moving nice though. Yeah, this should be able to give it. Now, this is definitely hard break even there. Yeah, Steven is at break even. Good, good. Yeah, this makes sense here. At the 15-minute support here, hard break even. Don't want to lose the trade. It's actually hard because you can't even mental break even. So what we need right now is we need 1-minute structure. So if we can get a pullback right now would be good. Otherwise, this should just slowly make it. I would say target actually maybe not to be greedy because, you know, this is a pretty big push already. Make sure we have all our levels here. We just tapped 1 hour. moving straight through 1 hour right now. Yeah, somewhere around here, 20 pips ish. 20 pips ish. Wow, beautiful move this. Yeah, that's a 20 pip move there. Great. Wasn't fast enough myself. Wasn't sure about the risk to reward if it would be worth it. That's why a little bit deeper bottom wick I could have gotten. Give me enough time to calculate. Put a 5 lot on that. TP hit, yes. Make sure to secure, guys. Don't be greedy if it hit up here. You know, because there's no 1 minute structure. Right? There's no 1 minute structure. Do we enter? You were supposed to enter break of the high if you wanted to give this, right? We talked about 5 minute close above, breaking the high would be your shot. If you were fast enough, you got in right there. This was a fast move. You couldn't be lacking on this. You had to be fast enough. You had to be fast enough. It's rejecting already. No 1 minute structure. So don't be trying to jump in right now. Now, the only way this is going to continue up is if this now can create structure to continue bullish, right? If this can't create structure now and just dumps, then it's going to be game over for this move. But it's trying. It's trying. So let it create structure. If it can, you will continue up. Otherwise, this will be the end of the move, right? See what GJ is doing. GJ is struggling at that support right here, which is problematic for us, right? That support when trying to look for sells. GU respected the support, continuing bullish. GU is looking messy. Still holding? Yeah, just be careful with it. I mean, you're break even, so, you know, we don't want to be too greedy on these type of moves. Let's see if 1 minute structure is made. Yeah, now you're starting to close below. 5 minute did close. Yeah, no 1 minute structure. So this is the problem with these type of moves. They're very impulsive. Whenever you get an impulsive move, be very ready to close fast, like immediately when you start seeing rejection, because impulsive moves normally can have heavy pullbacks because there's no structure to protect your entry, right? There's no structure to protect your entry. Now, unless we can create support now on 1 minute, I'm holding still, didn't get my 1-to-1 too close. It was super close, yeah. This is the trade, remember we spoke about on Thursday, we spoke about the point of sometimes accepting a little bit less than 1-to-1 on days like this. Impulsive moves would be a scenario where you can accept a little bit less. Otherwise, you just get break even. That's it. I don't think you lose too much for break even, and you wait for your 1-to-1, right? So that's the two choices. You either secure something when you have the chance, or you just say, hey, I'm in a safe position now. Whatever happens, happens. You follow the process, right? You follow the process. I think your 1-to-1 would be here, right? 22 pips. $46.55. Okay, we'll put that on. $46.55 for you. $46.55. I would say watch this wick. If you do get back up here, I'd say 46. Yeah, 46 here. Where my TP is, 46.45 probably is going to be a better shot. You really want that something there, you know? I'm B. Yeah, you could have secured there. You were up about 20 pips. How much were you up? Yeah, 20 pips is what you got. If you start to see rejecting, you can maybe catch 18 pips. Fast move, guys. Fast move. Don't be pissed off. You know. Had to jump for 5 minutes. Everyone in a trade. Most either missed the entry, it was too fast, or they got out at break even right now. Some closed. Literally 2 1-minute candles, that one. So depends how you manage it. Rules is rules. I do, yes, rules is rules. It is good. Look, this is why we don't want to just jump into GJ sells into support, right? As much as it looks juicy, guys, you know the real juicy spot on GJ is below the range here. This is the real juice. The real juice is coming from here. This is where the real juice is coming. Again, GU didn't close below the support. We wanted to take sells. That would be the GU option today. I think gold was the only option. That little quick scalp if you were fast. How much water you drink on 1 minute time frame? Maybe 25 liters. Man, I'll be like you need to put a fire hose next to me. I need a fire hose next to me because of all of the, you know. I did it on gold. Congrats. Anyone who took gold here and managed to secure, congrats to you. We did discuss this quite in depth. Missing just one piece of puzzle for me. Just a little bit time just to get in. I would have taken it just to make it worth it because I wanted to try get tighter risk to reward. Especially with a counter trend option, but I do like it. I do like it. But I'm not in a rush this week. But whoever got this option, win for you. Put some wins in the chat for you. Very well done. If you were fast enough to secure though, be honest. I mean, if you didn't secure, then you had to be break even. And if you got break even, I commend you for following a plan because that's the safest option. It was a fast move, right? It's a fast move. There's nothing really much you can do when it's moving that fast. If you push your stop loss to B, doesn't it change your RR even if it doesn't? Yeah, of course it changes your RR, but you calculated your RR based on the initial risk you went, right? Your risk is not changing as you, right? Does that make sense? So it's not like, okay, if my stop loss is break even, now I get a 1 to 1000 because you calculated your risk based off it not being at break even. You calculated it based on being X pips from your entry. Didn't secure. My target was 4 hours to make top wick. Few pips short. Got B, of course. Yeah, impulsive moves, right? Impulsive moves, you need to be more on the passive side because it will want to pull back, especially on an asset like gold. You know, gold, when gold spikes in London, I ask questions, right? It's like, I should take what I get. Now, how are you going to realize where to take it? As soon as you start to see that heavy pushing start to die, you start to see it bounce like this and bounce down, boom, you need to be looking to get out as soon as you start to see it bounce down. You'll probably get 17 pips out of it, but sometimes that would be worth it, right? To take what you have off the table will be worth it. GJ going back down, guys. The juicy zone for GJ sells is down here, man. Once we get down here, if we can get down here by New York or by in an hour or so, yeah, we're rocking there, man. This is the juicy zone, you know. This is the juicy zone. one thing I want you guys to notice. One thing I want you guys to notice is how good volume we have today. How good volume we have today. This is exciting for the week. The only thing I'm excited with is if GJ wants to break some ranges, holy crap. Even if we fill this with news, guys, we can trade back up. Like, this is opening a big door here. So this is what I'm excited for. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go chill with the guys in the exclusive. I appreciate everyone showing up to stream today. I'm going to catch you on tomorrow's stream. Congrats to everyone. If you managed to catch gold and capitalize off that and close. If you didn't and you got out break even because you were looking to hold more, I believe that is going to be a good option long term because you're taking an aggressive trade. So it is not a bad thing. So I'm looking forward for this week. I want to see what damage I can do in the market. Make sure that now with my increased risk, maybe I reduce it just to gain a little bit more clarity here. And then we push it hard. We push it hard. But either way, I'm looking forward to it. And no, I appreciate it. Hope you guys learned something. Hope to see you on tomorrow's stream. With that being said, take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. If you take any trades in New York, can tag me on Instagram, have a look at them and repost and all that good stuff. So yeah, we'll let you know what I take today. We'll post it on the Instagram and see what happens. So appreciate you all and speak to you guys hopefully very, very soon. Peace. See you guys.